At first glance, you might mistake the Galaxy F22 for the recently released Galaxy M32, but besides the looks, the Galaxy F22 is a different smartphone, and in this video we'll be talking about the good and bad about the Galaxy F22 and whether this phone is worth buying or not. For the price, I actually like the Samsung Galaxy F22 as an overall package. Hello everyone, Aman here for Mr. Phone, and before we begin, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest videos. Okay, so there are three main points that make the Galaxy F22 a solid budget option. First, the phone's endurance. Of course, that's a given considering the 6000 mAh battery under the hood. Second, the 48 megapixel main rear camera and the 13 megapixel selfie camera for the price that is. And third, the price itself, especially the 4GB RAM variant, which by the way I'm also reviewing right now. This costs about 12,500 rupees. Now yes, there's also a 6GB RAM variant of this phone that comes with 128GB storage. It costs about 14,500 rupees. You can get that variant if you want to. But if you look at the value proposition, then the 4GB RAM variant that I have with me right here, this is where I would put my money on. So even with 4GB RAM, for the most part, One UI 3.1 has been smooth. Definitely the optimization is there, but the 90Hz panel also contributes to the whole experience, and I will get to the display part in a bit. And lately I noticed on the Galaxy F22 as well as on the Galaxy M32 that I recently reviewed, so those occasional spam notifications and ads were nowhere to be found in One UI on this phone as well as on the Galaxy M32. That's the only drawback in my opinion in One UI, and thankfully I've encountered none of them in this smartphone, so that's great. Now bloatware is there, but you can simply uninstall the apps you don't need, so not a major issue. But apart from the software experience, now let's focus on the phone's design and display. So yes, the Galaxy F22 does kind of look similar to the Galaxy M32, but what makes this one better is the textured pattern and matte finish. Not a radically new design per se, but the F22 for sure looks neat and feels good in the hand. Apart from this, the tactile feedback of the buttons is great. The side-mounted fingerprint sensor is fast and accurate. There's the usual USB-C port, a single bottom-firing speaker, and our beloved 3.5mm headphone jack. Finally, you're getting 3 slots on the smartphone, which means a dedicated memory card slot that allows for 1TB memory expansion. Again, great. Moving on, the Galaxy F22 features a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED panel which refreshes at 90Hz, comes with an HD+ resolution, sports a notch, and has Gorilla Glass 5 protection up top. And yes, I won't say that this is the sharpest panel around considering the competition gives you phones with Full HD displays, but HD+ resolution at this price does the job just fine. And we have to see that the competition also doesn't give a 90Hz plus Super AMOLED display combo in this price segment. So in terms of actual display quality, this is an excellent panel, no doubt. Colors pop, it gets plenty bright indoors and outdoors, it has wide viewing angles, and as I earlier mentioned as well, the 90Hz refresh rate definitely helps in delivering that fluid performance. And speaking of performance, the Galaxy F22 is powered by the MediaTek Helio G80 SoC, and in general day-to-day use, the phone was able to handle tasks pretty well. Now, I did encounter slight stutters here and there, but overall, no major performance drops or slowdowns whatsoever. However, I would suggest keeping modest expectations when it comes to playing high-performance games. Yes, the phone was able to run Call of Duty Mobile fairly well for its price, but if you're looking for a device for gaming purposes, I would suggest raising your budget a little bit and look for some other option. Okay, in terms of battery life, one word: excellent. So the 6000 mAh battery is a champ when it comes to endurance. Now from the time I've been using the smartphone to the time of recording this video, I have only charged the Galaxy F22 just 3 times, and on top of that I've been getting a screen on time of about 9 hours, which is solid. So battery life gets a huge thumbs up on the Galaxy F22. But with huge batteries, I think that Samsung should now start providing a faster charger, maybe the 25-watt charger, because for many people the 15-watt brick that comes in the box just doesn't cut it anymore. For me, I am okay charging my smartphone overnight, so the 15-watt charger for me isn't an issue, but it can sure be an issue for those who want those quick battery top-ups in dire situations. Apart from this, call quality, be it being able to hear the caller loud and clear or the network reception, both were rock solid, no complaints. However, do note that there is no 4G carrier aggregation. Finally, let's talk about the camera. So you get 4 lenses at the back, a 48 megapixel main lens accompanied by an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens and a couple of 2 megapixel depth and macro sensors. For selfies, there's a 13 megapixel snapper at the front. In ample lighting, the main camera was able to capture photos with good details and exposure. As for the color reproduction, well, colors do tend to look a tad on the oversaturated side, which I don't mind personally, as the photos look good at the end. And while the color temperature mostly seemed to be on the warmer side, overall the main camera takes good photos indoors or outdoors, considering the light is good, and of course when we keep the phone's price in mind. As for the photos taken from the wide angle lens, well, they look okay until the time you are looking at them on the phone's screen. However, don't expect much here when it comes to the details. However, the selfies that I took with the Galaxy F22 turned out excellent, be it my skin tone or the details or the dynamic range in the output. The phone's front camera performance overall was good when it comes to taking stills. And finally, photos taken in not so great light, well, the performance is average here. Now, the night mode does help a bit to better expose the shots overall, but that also comes at the cost of softer details and visible noise. Finally, in terms of video recording, the phone tops out at 1080p 30fps videos for both the front and rear camera. And as for the performance, I would say colors look good overall in videos. Stabilization is okay. I mean, slight judders are there, but they're negligible. Movements were also smooth, but one thing that definitely bothered me is the darker areas. Handling the shadows is not the Galaxy F22's strength when it comes to video recording, but then again, for this very phone that starts at about 12,500 rupees, it shoots decent videos. So guys, I'm shooting the front-facing video sample on the Samsung Galaxy F22. So this is the 1080p 30fps sample. So see for yourself, this is how the quality looks like. Let me know how does the audio sound. Let me know how does the stabilization look like. In terms of field of view, I think so the field of view is just fine. It's not so wide and not so cropped, if that's a word. But yeah, this is what you can expect in terms of quality. In terms of stabilization, actually it's looking quite good for a phone that's under 15,000 rupees. But yeah, you guys let me know what do you think about the overall output in the comments. Cheers. So in a nutshell, the Galaxy F22 stacks up as a good budget option if you're looking to buy a Samsung smartphone particularly. Of course, a full HD resolution and a faster charger would have made this an even sweeter deal altogether, but still on the plus side, you're getting an excellent battery life, a good main camera, a good selfie camera, an amazing Super AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate, and most importantly, a secure software experience in One UI which is protected by Knox. I would suggest if you are buying the smartphone, then go for the 4GB RAM variant, the one that I've reviewed. I've already told you guys about the price. It costs about 12,500 rupees, and it makes the most sense to me when it comes to the price to performance ratio. Plus, you're also getting expandable storage to up to 1 terabyte. And that was my review of the Samsung Galaxy F22. Be sure to leave a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Mr. Phone. I'll catch you guys in the very next one. Thank you for watching.